What's happening, crypto fam? You're tuned in to the Elite Wealth Podcast, where we unlock the secrets of crushing it in the Web3 and cryptocurrency space. My name's Tyler Brewer, alongside the co-host Garrison Raleigh, and since 2016, we've been educating, enriching, and empowering thousands of students across the world on how to make waves and create generational wealth in this space.
Each episode, Tyler and I keep it real with you, analyzing the top market movers and industry leaders, the latest news, and how to avoid the potholes on the road to crypto riches. We're industry vets who have guided students to over 500% gains in this wild 2024 market.
We will teach you how to level up your mindset and skills to really capitalize on this decentralized revolution.
Subscribe now and join us every week as we lead you step by step into elite digital wealth with the Elite Wealth Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number not sure. This is crypto and sports. We got Crypto G in the house. What's up, brother?
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I believe this is episode 14.
Yes, sir.
I just checked today. We uploaded 13, so
let's go. I'm excited for this one, bro. I used to play a lot of sports growing up, but I haven't really watched sports since being an adult. And now, like, knowing blockchain and crypto and how it works, and understanding sports too, and how sports and memorabilia, autograph stuff, in-game merch, in-game worn jerseys, all that, like, that stuff's highly valued, bro. There's a big market for that. So
100%.
I'm excited for this episode, and I know you're a big sports guy too. I think you were just at a Cubs game, weren't you?
Yeah, I went to the Cubs game Friday. I don't get to watch as much. I'm able to, kind of keep up with them through social media now. But yeah, I definitely like to hit games when I can. And with inflation and everything, it's hard to afford these tickets on a, monthly or weekly basis without feeling like I should be buying something else.
Facts, bro. You need to get on their the reward system, man. You need their point system. Their fan tokens.
Which is probably what we're gonna talk about first. So I guess we could just jump into it. We'll talk about fan tokens and new models of sports engagement here. So what a fan token is, you've heard of cryptocurrency token like, Bitcoin or XRP, those are tokens. So UFC has one, for example. So it's just a token on the blockchain, and you can buy them, sell them, trade them, with other people in the community. Sometimes you can make a bag off of it, or sometimes you might lose money, I guess, depending on how volatile it is. But anyway, it's a very cool concept where what a fan token's meant to do is help with rewards and voting rights. Like specifically UFC, they were doing you could vote on like walkout songs or questions that people are asked, like that these players are going to be asked. Also things like betting on who else is going to be on that same card for UFC, because they call it cards per night or whatever. So and then yeah, that's pretty much what a fan token is. Tyler, did you have anything to say about them?
Yeah, man. I think in simple terms, because most people might not know Web3. If they've been listening to our podcast from episode 1, they probably have some slight of an idea, and they can probably already start to brainstorm like what could be a possibility. And there already things are that, like you said, the UFC token, FC Barcelona, I think soccer team, football, they got their tokens. But what's cool about it, if we break it down in like a Web2 aspect, bro, I'm sure people use like rewards apps. If you use DoorDash, sometimes if you use it, they reward you for using it more. And they're like, oh, we'll give you $5 off your next order. Or, you got Chick-fil-A points where you can get like a free chicken sandwich, a free drink, tropical smoothie.
Everybody's got those clubs now. I swear,
everybody.
Anything you want to download our app, you want to be, you want to make an account. I'm like, no, not really.
And I'm the worst about it, bro. And it's like, yeah, I'm like in my head when I go to the grocery store, like even the grocery store, they're like, oh, are you a member here with us? And I'm like, nah. They're like, do you want to sign up? I'm like, nah. Like I say that like I'm not coming back to the grocery store.
Right.
But
it's definitely valuable. Like I miss out. Bro. It's just I literally have like 30,000 apps on my phone, I feel like, so I don't want any more. But the good thing about this, it would all be in one spot.
Yeah. And that's kind of a problem too, right? We talked about interoperability, bro. Imagine you could you bring your rewards across every platform. Like imagine you're spending rewards added up. And I guess, in a way
Right.
that's a credit card if people use credit cards the right way. That's really what it is. But you take the Web3 version of it and that would be a little bit cooler. But yeah, fan tokens I think are ultimately like the rewards apps, bro. You get rewards
Yeah.
points at Chick-fil-A, Tropical Smoothie. Like I've getting free smoothies at Tropical Smoothie. Now if they gave me bigger rewards, maybe I was enticed to spend a little more or be there more frequently. And I
Right.
think that's what kind of what some of these models are doing as far as like the engagement with the sports because some teams aren't as popular as others. So like to fill out a stadium, bro, might be a little bit harder for a not as popular team. Again, I'm not as familiar with sports as I am playing them, but I'm sure there's really like unpopular teams that have problems filling out their
All the
stadiums. You might
time.
even be able
Yeah.
to, yeah, you probably think of a few off the top of your head, bro.
I don't think like any, I would probably say this, like, besides regular season or besides like playoff games and stuff, like the Cubs game I went to on Friday was a pretty big one because it was Anthony Rizzo's first time playing in Wrigley Field since he got traded, and he helped them win a championship and everything. But anyway, like it wasn't sold out. There was still open seats. So a lot of times, um, it's hard for people to make it these, but on the other end of that spectrum, if it's a playoffs game and it's guaranteed to sell out, maybe fan token or maybe fan token holders are the ones that are going to get access to these tickets first. Um,
Yeah.
and maybe they get them at a cheaper price. Maybe they get the opportunity to buy 5 to 10 of them and sell them. And
Yeah, dude, that'd
I
be
know,
sweet because, it kind of takes that concept where you enable your fans, the people who are loyal to you, who are spending money with you, to be able to make money with you. Not,
right?
not only just you make money from them buying your tickets, but like you said, imagine, bro, your favorite team was like, yo, dude, since you're a fan of or you always buy our tickets, you got season passes, you get the first pick of all these, and if you want, here's the flippers, the flipper section. If you want to buy some to flip, here's these, and it gives people a chance that are loyal to your team to make some money. And
Yeah,
also, maybe it's a unfull stadium, like it's not maximum capacity, and they do something like that where the fans can buy more seats. And bro, maybe they buy them at a super cheap rate, and they're like just almost giving them away just to
yeah,
fill the seats, and then in turn, the team gets more sales, and it's kind of a win-win for everybody. But I think in general, like a fan token, for any team, some type of rewards for
yeah,
being a member of any brand, not just sports, but
for
specifically
sure.
sports here in this case. I think that's like key to building that,
And also,
keeping
I
your
kind of just thought of an idea as well. Like, if the stadium's not sold out, maybe fan token holders, get free seats if they're in the area or whatever. Maybe they get that opportunity. But
yeah, that would be
UFC,
sweet too.
I'm sure are probably always sold out because there's not very many of them. But like baseball games, there's a lot of games in a season, so not every game's going to be sold out.
Facts. Facts, bro. But yeah, I see like benefits for fans. Like, you kind of covered it. You get voting rights, maybe you get
Yeah,
club decisions. And some of these things are already happening with what was the platform? It's called Socios, I believe it is. Me and
yeah, I think
Garrison were
that's how
just
you
looking
say
into
it.
it.
It
Yeah,
is. That's what I
Socios.
would say. Socios. It's pretty
But yeah,
cool.
it's
I
pretty
looked at it a little bit.
definitely, bro. I think it's pretty neat and gives you pretty much access to exclusive stuff. Like we were talking about earlier, the VIP tickets, parking passes, next level experiences, official merch from these teams, digital
Yeah.
collectibles. You get match worn memorabilia, game scored balls, it's really honestly like game used like gloves, things like that. So kind of a cool thing where the fans again would be almost incentivized to be a bigger fan of you guys. And benefits for clubs, I would see like new revenue streams. We kind of covered it. Maybe you sell out the seats that way, or because you allow your members to flip the seats. So honestly, bro, I see it as an overall win. I think it's just a matter of time and figuring out how to utilize that system. But again, imagine this all being interoperable, dude, like on a Web3 scale.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty cool concept for sure.
Definitely,
Like,
bro.
I guess some of the potential, I guess, drawbacks would be, like I said earlier, the volatility of the market and stuff sometimes, or
Yeah.
um, sometimes people might look at it as monetization of fan loyalty, which Yeah, I get that. It could go either way.
But if
But
you do what
you're
you said,
getting, sorry.
I'll say, but if you do something like you said, bro, where you give them the option to like flip
Right.
the seats, that kind of
Yeah,
takes that negative away almost too.
exactly. And a lot of these tokens won't even be very volatile because it's going to be specific, fans of the team or whatever it is that are going to be trading these tokens. So, um, a lot
I'm
of
sure
you
you'll
probably wouldn't
see.
have to worry too much of. You could have pump and dumps. That's kind of one thing that I was thinking. So
Yeah, I was gonna say you might even see like maybe an uprising within the fan base where they're like, they get rid of one of their guys or suspend them or
everybody
something
sells.
happens. Yeah, like they're all like, dude, no, not happening to our guy. Not happening to our QB. We need
Or
him
like
this
a
season.
draft stock, bro. Like imagine, I saw as well like potential income for up and coming athletes or something. And imagine like, say your token's $10 and mine's one, maybe that means you have a higher draft stock. So um I could probably keep talking about this all day. So I guess if you don't have anything else left to say on fan tokens, we can move over to blockchain and sports betting and fantasy leagues.
Yeah, bro, let's do it. I think fantasy leagues will make most sense right off the bat. They're already digital.
Right.
Like just a recreation of the season realistically. But it's I think it's a great idea, bro. I don't see why not. It might make it a better system. If it doesn't, then maybe that's why not. But as far as sports betting goes, dude, I mean, I'm sure, I'm sure you look at a lot of these platforms. I'm not even sure of their names off the top of my head, but if you were to look into them and go to some sports betting, like maybe like
Like
Polymarket,
FanDuel. Oh, I thought, okay,
yeah.
never mind.
Well, no, I was talking about like regular ones, like FanDuel, the ones where you can
Right,
actually go to like that are apps. Compare it to something like Polymarket, the
for
crypto-based one.
sure.
Dude, I'm sure there's probably different pros and cons. I like Polymarket just because, there's so many offset bets you could do, whether it's politics, sports, whatever you want to do. But I think blockchain and sports betting and fantasy leagues is going to be pretty unique, bro. What's your outlook
Yeah,
on it?
no, I definitely agree. And one thing that I really like, I know I've heard people, struggling to get, their winnings or, things like that from these specific platforms. And I'm not going to name any because I've never heard of specific ones that have done it, but I know it's happened before. So that could be one thing. And when it's on the blockchain or via smart contracts, these things will happen instantly as it happens. So imagine, let's say this, you bet that Tyler would drop his hat in the middle of this podcast and he drops it. Bam, you get that payout right away,
He'll
right when it
interrupt
happens.
Garrison 8 times in this episode.
Yeah, or like I know there's a lot of like we'll get down to NBA Top Shot in a minute, but they do a lot of sports moments. So that if maybe you have a fan token and one of those moments happen and everybody gets dropped that NFT into their wallet.
That'd be
So
sweet.
yeah,
Yeah, bro, that would definitely be sweet. And yeah, I think really you see the fairness increase too, the transparency where you're able to again, there's the centralized systems. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes, bro. Nobody
yeah.
does. You just have to listen to what they say. It's like listening to your lying ex. Like, why are you gonna keep listening, bro? Like,
And
just leave it behind.
another sorry,
No,
we
you're good,
keep
you're
cutting
good.
each other
Go
off.
ahead, bro.
Another thing that would be pretty cool that you could do is you could probably watch the top betters, like see what the top betters are doing, and you
Yep.
might be able to follow them a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, bro. And I think that's what's cool about Polymarket too, is you can see what everybody else is betting.
yeah.
Um, it's very transparent. Makes it a little bit more fair. If if there's whales betting like, yo, bro, this is what's going to happen. Like, yo, they're probably pretty heavy in the sports field, or they're just got a lot of money to blow. They probably
Yeah.
know what they're talking about, or they're just, they got the money to risk it, bro.
For sure.
But
Yeah, that would be
definitely
pretty cool.
and yeah, like you said, bro, the smart contract payouts for automatic payouts. I think it takes away probably a lot of um like of a lot of the inner workings that might be messed up due to Web 2 protocols or Web
Right.
2 operating systems.
Right. And if it's like maybe it's in a weekend and you got a big payout and you want to take that right to your bank, Now they
Yeah,
can't.
bro.
So with
Right.
this,
And
it would be on your crypto wallet, and obviously the world's slowly transitioning into more crypto payments. So right now
and
you might not be able to go to the liquor
what if it
store and
was
buy
in the
with
fan
crypto.
token? Sorry, bro. But what if it
No,
was
you're
like in the
good. You're
fan
good.
token? They
Yeah,
pay you out like you have an option. You can be paid in the fan token or, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or I think that would be cool too. Almost the reward points, bro. Like miles when you fly, like you get free flights. But in this case,
yeah,
bro, you won the bet. You're like, do I want to keep betting with this money or do I want to take the free game next week? In this
exactly.
market, you better take the game. No, I'm just kidding. Take the crypto. Uh, but yeah, man, I think there's a lot of opportunity in sports to,
We
specifically sports in general. But right now, what I'm talking about is sports betting and fantasy leagues. I mean, we've talked about stuff like this before. Really, this is taking the gamification aspect, the fantasy league, which we've talked about in previous episodes, but it's unique, bro. And I think it's cool because it's more real life scenarios. It reminds me of like Zed Run. Imagine if Zed
true.
Run was a fantasy league for horse racing. Like what that would be a little bit more cool because it's based off of real horse races instead of like the digital horses racing each other.
For real. That's funny. That would be pretty cool. And there's UFC's done a lot with it. So I'm
Yeah.
surprised I actually haven't heard about it sooner. It dropped in 2021 and just now recently came up. So
Yeah, bro.
there
And I
there's
mean,
probably, I don't know. It's hard to say why, and maybe I wouldn't hear it because I don't watch the UFC a lot. So
yeah,
maybe, I haven't seen something like that.
yeah, who
And
knows, bro?
it's a community niche thing. So
I know the NBA Top Shot has been around for a little while now too.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
that's been around for a while. The So Rare, I don't know how long that's been out. But there's a lot of cool. I think there's a hockey one too. I can't think of what the hockey one is, but there's also a hockey one, like similar to NBA Top Shot, and
yeah.
they're all unique, dude. It reminds me again of just like that really the gamification of real life. It kind of makes it a little more enjoyable in my opinion, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just weird. I like crypto
Hey,
and web
Cat.
3. What's up, Gus? Yeah. The quick interruption for Gus, the cat. But yeah, man, let's move unless you have anything else, let's move into NFTs and sports memorabilia and collectibles, even though we've kind of been talking about that too. Um,
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Brings us right into that. So,
Yeah, what are like some specific things? And again, you've already mentioned a few, but oh, what is it? It slipped my mind. But the NHL one, I just thought of it and it slipped my mind because I seen something else here on the show notes. But yeah, NFT, sports, memorabilia, and collectibles, bro. What's unique to you?
I really like it because like I was kind of talking about specific moments, bam, the picture's taken and people can go bid on that specific picture or NFT. And a lot of people like that because you can go looking through your wallet and reminisce on a good time or something. Maybe it was when Steph Curry hit a three to win the game or something, or you
Maybe it was
know,
Kobe's last game played. Game
right,
played moments, and
right,
they become extremely valuable.
yeah.
Uh, Thinking like of a championship. Maybe it's their last, they're retiring that season. Some Michael Jordan stuff, hits a game winner, and they have that little like the little gif of him hitting that game winning shot, like the 4 to 5 second clip. Um,
Yeah, I think
but
that could be pretty cool, and there's potential, for you to make like income off of that. I feel like if people want to use
oh
that
yeah, bro.
specific sport moment, or even if you want to sell it, obviously you can make some money off of that because things like that are very high value, and collectibles is really the main like NFTs. I've always been kind of a collector, but I don't like to physically have stuff. So NFTs kind of makes it nice because I can collect things and it doesn't take up space in my house or whatever it is.
Well,
Um,
yeah, bro. And think about this too. As far as like sports, I feel like women's sports doesn't tend to be as popular, specifically the WNBA. But what's interesting, bro, is there's over 2,900 orders on the WNBA Hollow Icon. It's a $500 item on NBA Top Shot.
hmm,
So, about
yeah,
3,000 times 500, about 15K worth of
Yeah.
of liquidity there. So a lot of these can go for some money, man. And think about it like too, what's that uh, the app we were using, Vivi, kind of like
Yeah.
Vivi, bro,
Yeah.
where you get that random drops, like they drop it like every game, right? You think about it in the game, like, oh, like let me try to get at the end of the game's over, game's finished, and they do like a random drop, and there's only 50 moments from the entire game, and maybe there's 100 copies of the rare, kind of similar, that similar aspect from Vivi, and you utilize that in a game, bro. Imagine how much money you could
For
really
sure.
create from just collectors, especially if it's in like a championship game.
Yeah, and if like NBA Top Shot connected with like 2K, the actual game, like maybe
Yep.
you have a specific, maybe you have the old time Jordan or the Cleveland Cavaliers LeBron or something like that, and you could put them in game and play with them, like maybe in the specific area. But
Yeah,
um,
bro. And funny enough, we actually just there's somebody we both know. I just seen
yeah, me
Tops,
too. Yeah,
Tops, he just pulled a card. Think about the same aspect. Like right now, I'm looking at this. There's
exactly.
235 of these arcade packs, and they're $5, and there's 4 moments per pack. Imagine you pull that rare, bro. There's only one rare, and you pull it, and it's worth 5K, bro, and you paid $5 for it.
It's also more accessible to be able to trade when it's digital because
Yep.
one, you won't have to go like meet up with this person for them to
Tax,
verify
ship
it's
it.
real or
Say
ship
they
it
didn't get
and
it.
yeah, ship it, not get it, or it's ruined by the time it gets there. And everybody, who are you to blame? Like you bought it. Wow, I would probably blame Tyler if he sent me a trading card and it was ruined, even if it was through the mail. Then he'd be like, nah, bro, that's not my fault. And then,
Yeah, bro.
but with digital, I could trade with, someone from the US to China instantly if they
Smart
wanted that.
contracted out. Boom.
Yeah. And it's easier. So I know a lot of times, which our friend is actually going to put his in an auction, and you could do that online, and more people could bid on that for potential higher buys and higher gains in your part.
That's
Unfortunately for
sweet.
the collectors, things might get a little bit more expensive, but
Yeah,
welcome to
definitely.
inflation.
Literally, bro. Literally. What do you think about
So
the future of sports business in the Web3 era, bro?
yeah, like we were talking about fan tokens earlier, you could kind of create a DAO, like we've talked about before, a decentralized autonomous organization. And what that is basically voting rights. Like it's like trying to think of something like the HOA, I guess, people,
Yep.
or the I'm trying to think of what the term is, but like, when a group of people get together and make decisions for the school or something like that.
Like a school board,
Yeah, yeah, school
like
board. Yeah.
like
So
a
like, it's like that.
council.
That's what an autonomous organization is. So with this, you can maybe you guys maybe we create a DAO and then we go to buy
Mhm.
an NBA team and then
And maybe the reason the stadium's empty, bro, is because the tickets are too damn high, and you need your fans to tell you, lower the price, brother. You
right.
guys aren't that
Yeah.
good.
So there's it's really cool because especially for I like it for if you're owning a team, you can tokenize, maybe different shareholders and people have to own a certain amount to make a decision or whatever it is.
Yep.
But again, more transparent, um, and more accessible to more people.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, yeah. And I think there's a lot of future in the sports business for it transferring from Web 2 to Web 3. And over time, I think it will, because again, it makes sense. It's progression. If you don't believe in Web 3, the evolution of money, anything like that, you really just don't believe humans are gonna get better and evolve over time and become more efficient. So yeah, man, I think like you said, there's a lot of good ideas. Even taking the physical aspect away, although you might not have that physical autograph maybe on the card like it is, when you have that physical trading card, but it's a little more protected because
For
you
sure.
can't, there's no wear and tear. If you want to send it and ship it somewhere, you don't have to worry about if it's getting damaged on the way there. So there's a lot of things, and I know BlackRock's talking about tokenizing pretty much everything in the world. And imagine you have a vault, this creates more opportunities too. You have a vault that tokenizes them, aka BlackRock. They hold the physical card in the vault, but they have the digital version of it. And,
Right.
if you want to hold it somewhere else at your risk and try to keep it safe, then you can. But, you think about museums, it's pretty much what a museum is.
I'll do that for you guys.
Keep
Just
those
send me your
things.
stuff and I'll keep it for you.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much.
But no, yeah, that's definitely a cool idea. And I kind of brought this up earlier, like tokenization of athletes and stuff. Even if it wasn't, I guess tokens for a specific athlete can get a little, there would be a lot of tokens. Obviously, there's a lot of people in professional sports and stuff like that. So, but with
Yeah.
this, like even if NBA Top Shot sold, like maybe it's their high school, a high school moment that they had where they won the state championship or something, and they got, maybe they get a cut of what that thing was bought for. Um, through different token sales, or you could even tokenize the athletes each time they sell a jersey. Like they can finally get a cut of that, and I'm sure I'm actually they probably don't get when you buy a jersey, they probably get none of that. So
Probably,
I've never
bro.
thought
Might
about
just
that
get
before
donated.
till now.
Yeah, I mean, it depends because like if they don't, it's probably depends on the case, to be honest with you, bro. They might own
Yeah,
the merchandise. I mean, I'm sure if they give it away, then or sell it their own, behind the scenes, black market style, like obviously they'll get that initial money, but those forget about secondary sales, bro. Like you're not
right.
getting that sale again. Like you're never gonna see revenue off that thing again, like a musician would for their record getting played again over and over.
Right. So yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And there's other things like even augmented reality, like I have actual clothing that's an NFT. So you could even do this with trading cards too. That you get the trading card and you can turn it into an NFT, and you can ship it to them or keep it yourself and sell only the NFT maybe, or whatever you want to do. It's obviously up to you at that point, but um just verifies that you have something, especially if you get a physical trading card and you're like, hey, look, I have this. They're like, no, no, you don't. I'm like, all right, I'll show you the NFT now. And then they see it and it verifies that it's real.
Yeah, bro. And imagine again, if it was the NFT, you could take it back to the fan shop, the token shop, the reward shop. You could
Right.
sell it to and get more fan token. There's so many endless ideas. I'm sure a lot of it's already implemented through the platforms we talked about, the Socios one, I think it was called NBA Top Shot. There's so many different platforms that are already doing some of the stuff we've been talking about. Some of it's a little more conceptual, like an idea, but um a lot of it's already out there. It's already happening. Whether if it's not with sports, it's with gaming. If it's not with gaming, it's with finance. So it's out there. It's just a
For
matter of
sure.
time now.
Yeah, and we're giving a lot of good business ideas out kind of right now. So I hope people
Yeah, I
are
know,
taking
bro.
notes.
Yeah.
Um, but no, no, in all seriousness, it's amazing what you can do with, even just sports and NFTs and Web3. So um there's a lot you can do. We've talked about a lot. I'm trying to see, you know, some other things like blockchain based ticketing. Obviously that's already done now. So, different, maybe you could do like augmented reality. I think it's going to be huge one day once they make it more like you're not wearing this big thing on your head. It's more like glasses. Like if, yeah. So if you have glasses on like that, and maybe I'm wearing that NFT shirt I have, bam, you can
And we're
see, something
we're
cool
getting
happen.
there, bro. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Imagine when you see TV football on TV, it has the first line mark, the first down marker, it has the line
True.
of scrimmage marked out. Imagine, those Ray-Ban glasses. They already have kind of
Yeah,
in
that's
a way
true.
their glasses. Imagine Ray-Ban, Ray-Bans takes the next step and starts doing things like that. Which would be insane, bro. You kind of
Yeah.
digitize, gamify everything in life too by doing that.
But yeah, I mean, I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode. I don't know if I have anything else to really cover on it. Um,
Yeah, bro.
I definitely want to
It
get
definitely,
into it more. I definitely want to start looking into more collectibles and stuff, sports wise.
yeah, and I'm sure if you're, your sports too, bro, there's a lot of opportunity here already.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
said, the NBA Top Shot. There's cards for going for who knows how much. I didn't look into it too much, but I've seen some go for quite a bit in the past. Some moments, I'm sure Kobe and Michael Jordan moments probably go for quite a bit, but maybe LeBron too. Sorry guys. Not the
LeBron's the GOAT.
sports expert here, but
LeBron's the GOAT.
yeah, but
Might get some hate
ultimately,
for
bro,
that,
yeah, I
but
think
he
there's
is.
so many cool things already happening, so many cool things to come. And again, it's not happening in the sports realm, it's happening in the gamification side of things. And if it's not happening there, it's happening in finance. Ultimately, it's
Holy cow.
just a matter of time until I think Web3 really takes over, and especially in the sports side of things, bro.
So I'm looking at right now the um number 2 LeBron James dunk on NBA Top Shot went for 195,000.
There you go.
Um,
There you go.
NBA Top Shot, Derrick Rose layup is most expensive moment at $1 million, I guess.
Gosh dang, bro.
Um, well, no, I don't know. It's kind of listed weird there, but there's other ones like James Harden three-pointer, 120,000, Paul
Dang.
George jump shot, 80,000, Vince Carter, 75,000, or like, Vince Carter it's a Vince Carter three-pointer. So I know he's not the best three-point shooter. Imagine if Shaquille O'Neal, actually made a three-pointer, or someone like or like if Victor Wembanyama dunks from the free throw line on in game, something like that, how
Some
much would
crazy
that go
stuff, bro.
for? So
Yeah, I could go for some bread, man, but appreciate the stats there, man. Do you have anything else before we wrap this up?
no, no, it's besides, guys, these things are out there. It might be quiet, but just wait till these things really start to pick up. Things will be going for millions of dollars all the time.
Yep. And this is just again, it's a matter of time. There's either those who want to learn or those who have to learn. Not specifically about sports, but about education of finance, crypto, how Web3, blockchain, and these digital transactions are going to work on a more wide variety, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
check us out, guys. Check us out on the YouTube, on the podcast, wherever you're listening to this from. We appreciate you. Make sure you hop in the Discord where you can ask us questions personally and get those answered. So we appreciate you guys. Share this with a friend who likes sports and let us get some feedback. We'd love to hear about it. So appreciate you guys. See you next time.
It's not will you learn about it? It's when will you learn about it? Peace out,
Let's
guys.
go.